Welcome, my name is Matt, aka RoadJedi88. We're getting into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Mods, Seventh Sister. Seventh Sister is one of the Inquisitors. I believe we get to see her in Rebels, the TV series Rebels. I could be wrong. But I also feel like she shows up in some of the Star Wars video games. I know I have my mind on one in particular. I just cannot remember the title. Those who know the game titles that she might be in, feel free to comment down below. As soon as I get done with Star Wars Bounty Hunter, I do have intentions of checking out other Star Wars games. So, and I know there's a bit of a wide listing of them. There's a number I still need to check out. But Seventh Sister, I believe, is in one or two, maybe just one of the Star Wars games that's kind of in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope storyline. But I believe she also makes an appearance in Rebels, in a couple scenes where she's going after Ezra. So, but anyway, she's an Inquisitor. If you go to my very first video, in my character mods playlist, I break down by definition the various different types of character roles as well as the various different types of mods. Now, swgoh.gg, I found the recommendation being triple health. The in-game tips and suggestions, speed and health. Now, you could go speed and health, but let me ask you something. If you were to go to the doctor and you had like a serious procedure that needed to be done that could be fragile, do you want a crackerjack box doctor who just barely passed med school? Or do you want a doctor who aced med school, reliable enough to have their own private practice, who's going to know what they're going to do, what they're doing with you, right? I mean, this is your life that could be on the line, right? How many healers do you put in a squad when you squad up? Don't you need a good healer in your squad? Someone who's going to know what they're doing when you're in trouble? So I raised that question because speed and health isn't necessarily bad. It would allow her to move quickly. She already has healing in her DNA abilities, naturally. There are other abilities that she has. Not just only that, but that almost sounds like a potential distraction from her primary career objective. So, but speed and health isn't necessarily bad. But if it was me, I'm going to go triple health because I want her to be the best healer I could have in my squad. My support character might have potentials of assisting with healing. My tank character might be durable enough to help protect the rest of my squad's health, maybe, but they're not doctors. The healer is. So, there's nothing wrong with allowing them to make use of their other abilities, but then I feel like it takes away from their primary role purpose for the squad. And when the squad is in trouble, you kind of need your healer to be on top of her game, ready to help make sure the squad doesn't fall apart. So if it was me, I would go triple health. If you want, you can have secondary assign secondary loadouts or tertiary loadouts just to kind of switch around from battle to battle to kind of see how it feels to you. Kind of like getting getting into a new car behind a new wheel, trying to get that test feel, see if it feels good to you. Almost the same thing here. But me personally, I'm going to go triple health. And it sounds like a lot of people on swgoh.gg kind of feel the same way also. But the in-game tips, speed and health, it's not a horrible recommendation, but it's definitely not one I'm going to jump to right off the bat if she's the only healer I have in my squad. Now, one aspect that does make maybe speed possibly doable is the fact that she is going to move a little bit quicker But in what direction? In attacking or in healing? That's the question I raise. So, Seventh Sister is a healer. She also functions as a leader. She works for the Empire, the Inquisitors, and unaligned Force users for the dark side. So that is Seven Sisters mods for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comments, questions, suggestions down below, and thank you for following. May the Force be with you.